juice somebody has, but he is very aware of his juice. And I'm not going to pry into that anymore, because he juiced up. You know what I'm saying? He juiced up, and that's really just all she wrote. Like, ain't really even nothing really to pry into further about that situation. But if y'all have questions about what just came out, put them below. Or if you need me to further explain or to clarify like how some of this stuff works, I can do that in the comment section. Just let me know. So let's see. So well, that answered my question, because didn't I just say that I wanted to know how did Praz feel, and and what led to the group dissolving? Well, that's what led to the group dissolving. That spiritual work ricocheted, but on the surface level, of course, it showed up as them arguing a lot and different things like that. Let me look into it further. Let me pull some cards on it. How did Praz feel about Lauryn and Wyclif's relationship? He actually did not mind it at first. There was a part of him that did feel a little bit left out from it, though. Like, not necessarily like from the relationship, but he felt like it would have some type of impact on their group as a whole. And I feel like this is something that he talked to them about previously, because he actually didn't know that it was going on until it was like in the middle of their relationship, or if it was or when it was too late, and there was really like no coming back from it. But honestly, he really didn't care that much. But he does blame them for the group dissolving, though, like the messiness of it and different things like that. I'm seeing Praz was very focused and really wanting to make the best of their group and have and increase their longevity and different things like that in the business. Yeah. But I also feel like that he had a thing for Lauryn too, He had a thing for her too. But he had somebody over here though at the same time. He had a few people is what I'm saying. But he had a thing for Lauryn. And I feel like at one point she probably led him on. I would not be surprised if they slept together. Yeah, I would not be yeah. Something happened between them. Yeah. Let me see. Let me try to see with my spiritual sight and see what happened. Give me a moment. Okay, no, just like a lot of heavy flirting and things like that. And I feel like they probably shared a kiss or a few kisses, but I'm not seeing anything beyond that, but just like heavy flirting. And so he was shocked, that her and Wyclef actually had like a full-on relationship and different things like that. He did feel a little jealous while it was happening, like while it was going on, but not anything just like too extreme. He was just like, oh dang, like I wouldn't expect that, like from you. I thought you was different. It's like kind of like what I hear him saying. But it was just like water off a duck's back. He really wasn't studying it like that. But he was definitely irritated because he noticed that it started to affect the group. Like I feel like the wife probably showed up like to the studio or would call and like interrupt things. Like there would just always be like little interruptions and things like that when they were trying to do certain things, or if they were talking about new music or show or just anything in relation to the group. I feel like that entanglement that Lauryn and Wyclef had, that part started to really irritate him because it really started to like impact the group, and he didn't want to bring that type of negative attention to the group. He really wanted it to be about their artistry and their music and them making money, is what I'm seeing. So now, if y'all are enjoying this reading, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Okay, boom. All right, let's see. So one of my subscribers, she wants to know, why did Lauryn like go crazy? And she put that in quotations. Well, a part of that kind of already got answered, with with that spiritual work, that the wife was throwing up over there. You know what I'm saying? But let's look into it further. Let's see what's gonna come out. So why did Lauryn go crazy like ancestors? Why did she vanish from the spotlight? Like, what happened afterwards? Like, what happened? We know the spiritual work and things like that transpired, but give us some more details about why she disappeared or went crazy, so they say. Two of clubs, four of diamonds, six of spades. So her passions changed. She really wanted to, her passions changed. So before, she was really wanting to, make it big and things like that in the industry. But, with having her baby and getting into their relationship, she felt called to a higher spiritual purpose, in a sense. She felt like she needed to discover herself. She felt like, there was shadow work and different things like that she needed to do. She felt like the industry was evil with the six of spades coming out. Like, I feel like she saw some stuff, or even experienced some stuff, her own self, that made her want to turn away from it. She also felt, I'm hearing betrayal too, but like, betrayed by who? Let me get some more cards out to see. Let me see. Betrayed how and why and by who? Why did she feel betrayed? Elevated ancestors. Why was Lauryn feeling betrayed? 5. Six of diamonds. Oh, y'all can't see these. Six of diamonds, the queen of spades, and the jack of spades. She needed help. She felt betrayed by her family because she felt like she was going to need some help raising these kids. She also felt betrayed by whoever was in charge of her career. Like, whoever was in charge of the group, like all of those people, any executives, any management, PR people. She felt betrayed by them because, yeah, she felt betrayed by them. Oh, didn't she talk about this in one of her songs about how they wanted her to abort her newborn, not her newborn, but abort her firstborn. Yeah, so what she said about that's actually factual. Like, she felt very betrayed. She felt very heartbroken, but it was also some stuff going on with her family too, where she was going to need some assistance and some support in watching him and taking care of him. But she really wasn't going to be getting that because I felt like her own family was very unreliable. She felt like she couldn't trust anybody with her kids. I feel like because of maybe some prior abuse or things like that went on in her childhood, she didn't trust any of them around her kids too much. Or around her baby, period, the new one. Or the first one, not the new one, but the first one. Yeah. So that's where that betrayal was coming from. And then her group members as well, because with that Jack of Spades coming out, that's speaking to her group members. So Wyclef, and Praz, like, they too were also prompting her, to want to get rid of, her baby and different things like that. They felt like she was going down the wrong path and it would negatively impact the group or even her own career and different things like that if she went on to have her baby. And so, yeah, with the 10 of diamonds, the ace of hearts, and the ace of clubs, the spotlight was very overwhelming for her. I'm feeling like Lauryn is low-key an introvert, or maybe she's like an introverted extrovert when needed. But she liked her privacy. She likes her alone time, and she called herself on some type of spiritual journey. yeah, she called herself being on like her own like little spiritual journey, and the spotlight was just too much for her. She also felt a lot of guilt and shame for how she, you know, had been moving. I feel like there was also she didn't know who her child's father was as well, but this Ace of Hearts, you know, that's speaking to her baby. Or her firstborn child. She didn't want to be pregnant in the spotlight too heavy. She wanted to protect him, protect her own self, and different things like that. And she wanted to low-key go be like a stay-at-home mom and like live on a farm or something. 5 of clubs, the 7 of diamonds, and yeah, that's what she wanted to do. Like she wanted to change like a complete 360. Like after that spiritual work and all that different stuff, you know, that scared her straight. She said, okay, I'm not built for that life. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop going around here trying to hex folks, and take people that don't belong to me. You know what I'm saying? It scared her straight. And so she just did not want any dealings with the industry at all whatsoever. But she owed them a lot of money, though. Like, I'm feeling like she owed somebody, like, a lot of money. And obviously the people who ran her career, like her record label, all those people, like, she owed them money. And she just did not know. She felt like she would be working for free, trying to pay off any debts, and she was not down with working for free, you know, for them. She felt like she was also going to be turned into like a workhorse, and she did not want to be a workhorse. She wanted to have the freedom to create freely, but also she has some work ethic issues too. Like she just has a poor work ethic. So kind of like this stereotype of an artist, like she kind of meets that stereotype of like the starving artist, or, you know, or some what do people call like call them like hoteps or whatever. Like she has like that type of stereotype. Like that was her experience. That's what she was going through the earlier part. So even then, yes, she showed up. Yes, she shows up, or well, I say shows because I think she does still presently do tours, right? Just like she has poor work ethic now, like we're showing up late, extremely late to her shows. It was the same thing then. But yeah. But her being in a group kind of made her work a little bit better, a little bit harder. But then when she branched off solo, it just fell apart. Yeah, it just fell apart. Poor work ethic, the spiritual work, and then also her wanting to just get away from the spotlight and have a break. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What's my next question? One of my subscribers, she wants to know, did her husband have anything that didn't come out in the reading? But I'll go ahead and ask and see. And it wasn't, my reading didn't allude to that previously. So let's go ahead and just ask and see, did her husband, Rohan, I don't even think they actually married, but yeah, but did Rohan, is that her only child's father? Y'all let me know in the comments. I don't know. But at least I know he the first one, her firstborn, that is his father. So did he have anything to do with her vanishing from the spotlight or going crazy? 5. I don't want to say going crazy, but yeah, for lack of better words. Vanishing from the spotlight. Did her husband have anything to do with it? Nine of clubs. Yeah. 9 of clubs. Yeah. So he giving me user energy. Like he was also like trying to break into the industry or have like these, or maybe he was already in the industry, but he wanted to like ride her coattails in a sense. This was a relationship, not of convenience. Like he actually did like her. But it was like an opportunity, like I don't want to call him an opportunist, but he's showing up as kind of like an opportunist, like, oh, like this would be really good for my career for me to, you know, get with, you know, Lauryn Hill, you know, like she hot right now, you know, so let me go ahead and pursue this relationship with her. And I don't even feel like her pregnancy was intentional. Like he didn't intentionally get her pregnant to stall her career. However, with the Nine of Clubs, I do feel like he was telling her a lot of like sweet nothings, like giving her like a lot of promises, talking about, you know, marriage, going back, you know, to his, you know, his home country or wherever it is, you know, that he's from, and, you know, starting like this new life, starting this family. I feel like there was some talks, you know, of him starting his own record label or them starting this label together, and Lauryn making music through that. It was some talks around that as well. And so he basically, yeah, like a lot of broken promises that he really did not keep. Starting a label, having their own little family, getting married, all of that, you know. Him not messing around, you know, and cheating. I also think that it was like it started off with, like their relationship started off with him saying, you know, it's just gonna be me and you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, as time progressed, like he, you know, poured into her mind polygamy, like having like a polygamous relationship and making it okay that, you know, for him to have, you know, multiple women and different things like that. And so that led to her having a very fractured consciousness and a very fractured belief system, because she allowed herself to be easily manipulated. And that actually kind of goes back to that child magical archetype card that came out at the beginning of the reading. You know, yes, she's manipulative, but I'm also seeing now in the cards too that that he was able to easily manipulate her. So not only is she manipulative, but she's also very easy to manipulate, is what it is that I'm trying to say. Because with the spirit, I don't know what his spiritual beliefs are, but like whatever his spiritual beliefs are, whatever her spiritual beliefs are, they came together and it kind of molded up her state of mind. Like she really doesn't know, she's just all over the place. Like she has a very fractured consciousness, like so many different beliefs, so many different avenues. Like she's not grounded into like one system. You know what I'm saying? She's not really plugged in. And so she was very easy it was easy to steer her away from her career, because she was already feeling like she didn't want to work for these people anyway. She didn't want to pay them back, you know, any of their money. But at the same time, him coming in and having, you know, all of these conversations and different things like that with her, you know, about, you know, them, you know, being together, starting their own label, or all that stuff, it just really made it easy for her to abandon her career, in a sense. And then, you know, with the Jack of Hearts talking about her having, you know, her second pregnancy or another pregnancy, like, you know, continuing, like, you know, to just, you know, have her children. And how that also, you know, kind of led to some chemical imbalances within her. But she has like some childhood trauma like herself that she really needs, that's also showing up, or that showed up throughout these years, which is why we have the Lauryn that we have today. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of unresolved things that are just all jumbled up, you know, making her who it is that we see, you know, today, that she didn't deal with. So it wasn't him directly that had anything to do with it, but it was some of his influence. It definitely was some of his influence as to why, you know, we ain't getting no second, third, or fourth album. You know what I'm saying? So speaking of which, my last question is Lauryn ever gonna drop some new music? Cause those renditions of that Miseducation album, y'all, is not good. Like I know that she can't like legally perform those original songs, so she has to change up the sound of the songs and different things like that. But y'all, it don't sound good. It sounds terrible, you know. So let's see, will she? It sounds terrible. So let's see, will she ever drop new music? This is gonna be my final question. 5. Will she ever drop some new music? Oh, that's a reshuffle. Will she ever drop new music? Nope. 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 Yeah, no. I feel like she may like going back to the poor work ethic. Like, she has very poor work ethic. She has the trouble starting what it is that she finishing whatever it is that she starts, unless she has a team of people around her that's gonna do it for her. But like her doing it herself, she has a very poor work ethic. So no, we not gonna get new music. However, I do see her working like on a book of poems or something like that, or an album of like spoken word. I see her wanting to do some stuff like that, but again, like her execution independently, like, it's terrible. You know, like, she needs people around her to actually put it together and release it. Like, she doesn't want to do that for herself. It's funny that she came out as the Jack of Diamonds, but she wants to, but yeah, again, like, she not very immature. Wow, y'all see how them cards came out again? 9, 9, Jack, 7, 7. The same message, and that's the reading. There's nothing even left for me to say and elaborate on. You know, we just gonna continue to just, you know, hope and wish that she actually does, but she's not. But I'll continue just to keep Miseducation in my rotation, because that's a bad album. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lady is talented, you know, nonetheless. I don't even think her voice low-key sound the same though. So even if we did get new music, I don't know if it's gonna sound as good as it did back in the day, y'all. But y'all let me know in the comment section. That concludes this reading. If you want to book a personal session with me, that information is in the comments. Not the comments, but the description box below. I do Akashic record readings. I do these cartomancy readings, which cartomancy, that's playing cards. I do water scrying and other different things to help really new people that are new to spirituality get on your path. That's the whole point of me doing this channel. That's the whole point of me offering the services that it is that I offer, is to help people who are new to spirituality learn more about it, and get really on their own individual paths, because everybody's path is not the same. So yeah, but anywho, any other recommendations, put that in the comment section along with the questions that it is that you have for it, and I will add it to my list of people to read. With that being said, y'all have a good one. Make good choices.